Yo, what's up guys? Rexer here, and today we're going to be talking about the 400Z. So in my last video, I made a lot of predictions, and a lot of people made predictions as well on what it was going to be like and what it was going to look like. And I would say we pretty much nailed it head on. Twin turboed, V6, manual. And the looks of it look pretty similar to what the photos I was posting as well. So this Z Proto got leaked pretty far in advance, and I am so happy with the way it looks, in my opinion. You gotta realize it's not fully done yet either. I think they're still gonna touch up the front end. I know a lot of people do not like the front end because it's like one big rectangle for the grille. However, I believe they're gonna add some touches like on the side, maybe some extra lines on the sides or something, because the sides are just like, it's just a rectangle and just nothing there on the side. But other than that, the side profile of the car, it looks amazing. When I look at it with that long nose front end, it just looks and reminds me of the old 240Z. The whole front end actually does with the hood. You can tell that the hood looks very similar to the old ones as well. And then the rear end, them taillights look amazing to me. I cannot believe how well they managed to make it modern, yet a throwback to the 300ZX taillights. Because the 300ZX taillights, they look pretty good, but obviously they have aged since then. They aged well, obviously, and I think they pulled it off great with the new 400ZX taillights. I'm so happy that that's the way that they made them, and I just think the overall body shape and aerodynamics of the car and the long nose and short rear end all just come together and look so good. Oh, I forgot to mention the interior of the new 370Z. I love it a lot. I don't know how I feel about the digital dash. However, I like everything else on the center console, and I like how they kept the 3 gauges on top of the dash, and everything just feels so nice and updated and brand new. Because the old 370Zs, they didn't even have a touchscreen still. Like, they are still using like a little dial to go through your menus, which is just insane for being a 2020 370Z. And the stitching on the 370Z, I love it, and it's just amazing. And the back of the car, I'm going back to the back because that rear end with that Fairlady Z logo on the top, I think they should keep that on every single one of them. That logo means a lot. Like the Fairlady Z, it pays tribute to the old Zs so much, and I love it. Because the Fairlady Z wasn't really associated with the 350Z or the 370Z. It was mainly like a 300ZX vibe, and I'm glad that they brought that back. And I love the new, well, I say new, but the old Z logo being used. Once again, it is awesome. The new Z logo, I keep saying new, but the old Z logo as the new one, I think fits perfect, like on the steering wheel. I think that's a great placement right there in your face, and it's also on the side of the car, and I don't know, I just love that old Z logo, and I hope that they put it all over the car, because obviously not all over, but in a lot of places, like maybe in the engine bay and all that as well. That'd be very cool. When I go back and look at the 370Z, dude, the 370Z looks outdated. It's been around since 08. I cannot believe that they never updated it at all between then and now. If they did, it wasn't much, like a little bit of a facelift, but not like the BRZ. The BRZ, they actually did change up a lot at the front, especially the 86, FRS the 86, they changed up a lot. And apparently they're gonna change up completely pretty soon, so that's awesome, cannot wait for that. However, back to the Z, I'm just happy that a car company is offering a 400 plus horsepower Japanese car that's a manual, twin turboed in this day and age. Like the Supra is dead, man. Like the Supra being automatic, making like what, 330 horsepower around there from factory at the beginning. Obviously they've been bumping it up recently, but 330 horsepower, automatic. And it's not even a Toyota product. Same with like the FRS and 86. Like it's not even a Toyota product. It's basically Subaru. It's a Subaru drivetrain, Subaru interior. Everything about this is Subaru. Same with the Supra, it's all BMW. You go and sit in a Supra, if you love BMWs and go and sit in a Supra, guess what, you'll love that because it's the same thing. It's all just BMW. And honestly, I am, like, seeing the 400Z kind of makes me upset about the Supra. And so I've always loved the Supra, like mainly like the old ones. And now that I've seen what the Nissan is doing with the 400Z, I just can't believe that Toyota would do that with the Supra and just make it a completely different car from the old ones. They didn't even pay homage to the old ones, like the taillights and everything. Nothing looks alike from the old ones, really. Yeah, there are some similarities here and there from the new Supra and the old one, but not as much as this new Z is, and I am so happy that they're doing what they're doing. And I am really hoping that the new 400Z kicks Nissan right back up to the top, because they've been slowly dying off lately. So they really need this car to start selling. And if it does, I really hope, like I mentioned this in the comment in my last video, I really hope that Nissan makes a new R36 GTR and they pay homage to the old one like they were doing with the 400Z and make it a manual. And yeah, they can bump down the horsepower and then make it more affordable as well. And it would be an R36 GTR. I think that'd be awesome if they did that. It'd probably drive sales up. It would make people more happy with the manual. Because they talked about that a lot in their press conference. They're like, manual this, manual that. It's a sports car, it has to be manual. Then why is the GTR automatic only? Yeah, I understand that nowadays that the stock horsepower in a GTR is like 650 or even higher on some models, but still, I believe that they should just make it R36 and make the horsepower bump down, maybe like 500 or something like that. So it's still better than the Z, obviously, but still keeping that manual transmission. That would be awesome. And obviously changing the entire body of the car and making it more paying homage to the old ones. But that's just me, I don't know. Overall, I am so excited. If you are not happy about this, if you're gonna be writing a comment saying that you do not like the looks of the new Z, just be happy that it's 400 horsepower, twin turbo V6. I know people don't like the V6, they would rather it be inline six, which that would be awesome if they did that, but unfortunately they did not. However, it's a manual. Like, we are getting a manual Japanese car. Like, I am so happy that Toyota and Subaru did make the BRZ, because it's a manual and it's a lightweight, fun car. Like, if they would have made this thing automatic, I would not have this right now. This would not be in my garage if it was automatic only. Like, there's just no way I would buy this, or anybody would buy it, really. I hardly ever see automatic ones, and when I do, the owners aren't as enthusiastic about their cars as people with the manual versions. And that's just my experience. Obviously, there probably are people out there with automatics that love them to death, but to each their own, you know? I'm just so happy that Nissan is doing this, and you should be too. Whether you like the looks or not, you should be happy and grateful that Nissan is even doing this in the first place. Because after the 400Z, I think they could just kill it off, because the last 370Z lasted for so long and sales were declining. This very well may be the last Z that we get. I hope not, but it could be. So that will be a discussion for years from now in the future. And all Nissan can do from here on out is keep going up, and I am so excited for them. So overall, I am very hyped for the new 400Z, and I cannot wait for it to go in production. There's just so many good things to be said about it. Bad things, I can't really name any bad things. Like, nothing about the looks really stand out to me in a bad way, and knowing that they're gonna be adding more to it anyways, because it's not a final production. I know it's close to final production, but guess what, it's not. So they're gonna be adding more things to it, and I cannot wait to see that. And I just can't wait to see one of them ripping down the track or drifting or any of that. Like, I hope someone in my area buys one and does send it, because that would be awesome to watch and film. Guys, I just don't know what to say anymore. Like, I am so ecstatic that they are doing this. And I believe that everybody in the car industry should be happy as well. And if you're not, then I don't know why you're watching this video. I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.